Steve and I are each other's soulmates. Not everybody gets that, and I'm just so incredibly thankful. You know, I'm not just marrying some nice guy that I think I can spend the rest of my life with. I really am marrying my soulmate, you know? My dad gave me a set of Thunder tickets. And my dad was like, "Oh, you should take a friend," and my mom was like, "No, you should take me. I've never been."
I had a buddy sitting. Me and him had 2 tickets. Then Hal's wife and Hale had the other 2 tickets.
And so the joke is that my dad set me up on a double date, and and I brought my mom.
Like, it was, "Hi, how are you?" And we were getting up to get a drink.
And I remember him offering like, "Oh, do you want anything to drink? Like an alcoholic beverage?"
I don't know what the hell I was thinking. At the time, she wasn't 21.
I think I was either 19 or 20, so I couldn't.
So she wasn't old enough to drink. I was like, "You ladies want a drink or anything?" And that's kind of stupid.
And I just remember being like, "No, I'm not thirsty right now." I'm like trying to play it off because I knew he was older.
The first reaction was just, she's too pretty. That's just, I mean, she's gorgeous. And those eyes are just, they're like these huge brown eyes and then like, you know that whole like stereotype of a lady that bats her eyes and the long eyelash, and she's got that too, and like her smile, and she's got this one dimple right here.
I was trying to flirt with him, but I thought he wasn't like getting the memo, or he wasn't interested.
I didn't think there was any chance she would ever go out with me, so I kind of put that off.
So I just, you know, that's why it didn't happen until a year later, because neither one of us like had the moves, I guess, to like nail each other down. So
I had a housewarming party. I invited her folks because I work with her dad.
My dad invited me. He was like, "Oh, you should come to this company event that's happening." Come to find out, it was not a company event. It was, you know, Steve's housewarming party. So I guess it was like take 2 on my dad trying to like set us up.
And then Denise called that afternoon and asked what I'd like as a housewarming present. Said, "Just tell me something." Knives. I said, "Knives are great. Knives are great. I don't have any knives." She said, "Okay, wonderful." Then they brought their daughter. And so then, so I got knives and Hallie.
I just remember thinking that, because he kept the conversation going, he was just really talkative and had a great like personality, and I just remember thinking like, man, I'd really like to date a guy like this that can carry on a conversation and be charming and, you know, just get along with everybody. He always puts me first, no matter what, and he doesn't have this thing of like, "Oh, well, if she acts like this, then I'll act like this," and, you know, he doesn't go back and forth. He just sets the standard for himself, and he just always makes sure that he's a great guy. I mean, he does it with his family too. He puts all of them first. He's always thinking of what he can do for them, or, you know, how he can help them out.
You can see when she really gets into something, whatever it is, she is 110% in it, and she'll just knock it out of the park. And I feel like that's something that can translate really well to marriage, you know. If she's passionate about our marriage and me, like, I know she's going to be in it to win it, you know. So that's a really big thing for me.
He's really the most selfless person I know. He just doesn't really, I have to remind him to think about himself and be like, slow down, you know, think about yourself for a second. Don't work so hard. Like, you know, slow, you know, you're doing great. You know, you don't have to worry. And, you know, he's always second guessing, like, you know, am I being the best I can be?
And we're able to like be in the moment and sit there and engage each other and laugh and have fun. And I want to spend the rest of my life with someone like that. For me, this thing it's a covenant relationship with her and I and God, and we're there to ask God to enforce this commitment and this promise that we're making and all these oaths we're taking. And I think that when we go into it like that, I mean, okay, now we know that what we're doing here, this isn't just what you do. This is, you want to, and you need to, you have to, you'd love to, and you're committed to.
You know, I've just kind of come to the conclusion that it's okay that my vows to Steve are basically, you know, telling God thank you, because, you know, I think the whole wedding, even though it is about me and Steve getting married, it really should center around God, because Steve and I are each other's soulmates, and I feel like people don't find that. Not everybody gets that, and I'm just so incredibly thankful that, you know, I'm not just marrying some nice guy that I think I can spend the rest of my life with. I really am marrying my soulmate, you know?
I love her more today than I did then. And I mean, I didn't think that was, you know, gonna happen. I'm like, oh my God, because then the infatuation's there at the beginning and all that stuff. And then, but I mean, it's stronger now than I think it was. And like, I think that 10 years later, I'm gonna say the same thing, and 20 years later, I'll say the same thing. And you know, that's gonna be the mother of my children, and you know, I'm gonna grow old with her, and you know, we're gonna do all that stuff. We're gonna get hover rounds together, and you know, I mean, yeah, all that stuff, all that.
I feel like in a lot of relationships, it's like one-sided. It's like one person behind the other, like pushing them to achieve what they want to. And it's just great that Steve and I that we can be balanced enough to be, you know, going for our own goals, but we're also helping each other achieve what, you know, we have set for ourselves.
You know, I hear people say that, you know, this is as good as it's going to get. This is the best years of your life, that whole thing. And this is as good as it's going to get. You know, the day you get married, it's the best it'll be. And I don't buy that. I mean, I really feel like this isn't just, you know, a hot meal that gets cooked and then you set it out and it gets cold. I think this is like something that's slowly boiling. And over the years, it's just going to continue to just be better and better and better.
I see the way that he acts with his nephew and his niece, and it just makes me so excited for the day we have kids. And my parents say that all the time, too. They're like, he's going to be such a great dad. I mean, they're past saying, like, he's going to be a great husband. Like, he has such a great personality that's like a given. Now they're already on to, like, one day he's going to be a great dad.
There's none of us that are perfect. I'm sure not. And so it's really awesome, you know, for one to, you know, to be accepted, but not just to be accepted, but to be loved. And not in spite of your flaws, but for them. And just be able to sit and chat and be ourselves and not have to put on any airs. It's just, that makes life a little less daunting right there.
I just know we're going to be happy for the rest of our lives, because if our favorite moments are when we make each other, like, uncontrollably, you know, start laughing because the other one's just being so goofy, or we're telling one of our sarcastic stories, then, I don't know, it's going to be a really fun life.
I wanna get lost in a simple song, sing it all night long. Baby, dance with me, won't take that ride to the other side. We'll spread our wings and we'll reach new heights. We're flying